Chapter 1. Rachel Goddard drove up to Joanna McKendrick's brick farmhouse to make a routine veterinary call and discovered her friend standing on the porch, pointing a shotgun at a man in a business suit. What on earth? Rachel pulled her Range Rover to a stop on the narrow farm lane and jumped out. A wicked cold wind whipped her auburn hair across her eyes, and she had to hold it back with both hands to take a closer look at the surreal scene before her. The man at the end of Joanna's shotgun barrel was unmistakable, with his beaky nose and rooster comb of reddish-brown hair. Robert McClure, president of Mason County's oldest and largest bank. Holding up one hand as if to fend off an attack, and clutching a briefcase with the other, he backed toward the steps. Rachel couldn't catch most of the words pouring out of Joanna, but her fury came through loud and clear. "Joanna!" Rachel called. "What's going on?" "Stay out of this," Joanna yelled back. Under a glowering November sky, the wind rattled bare tree branches and sent a few dead leaves tumbling down the driveway. Rachel glanced up the road to a cluster of small houses where the farm employees lived, and beyond to the horse paddocks and the rolling hills. Where was everybody? Hadn't anybody else noticed what was happening here? When Rachel swung her gaze back to the porch, Joanna had advanced on McClure, forcing him to the edge of the steps. Another few inches and he would tumble backward. Rachel jogged across the lawn to the bottom of the steps. From behind the glass storm door, Joanna's two dogs barked to get Rachel's attention. Nan, a golden retriever, wagged her tail, and the mutt Riley stood up against the glass, scratching and whining for release. Rachel had come over this afternoon to vaccinate the dogs and the barn cats, but it might be a while before she fetched her medical case from her vehicle. His right hand still raised, McClure half turned toward Rachel.
"I'm glad to see you, Dr. Goddard."
He sounded calm. In his pinstriped suit and tie, he might have been greeting her at his office under normal conditions, not at a horse farm while its owner held a gun on him. But his tall, bony body looked rigid with tension, and he held his briefcase in a white-knuckled grip. "Joanna," Rachel repeated, "what's going on?"
"Honey, you know I love you like a daughter, but I have to ask you to please shut up and butt out. And if Robert knows what's good for him, he'll get off my property and he won't come back."
A fit and still youthful woman in late middle age, Joanna normally tackled problems with an unflustered, practical attitude. Rachel had never seen her like this, her cheeks flaming, strawberry blonde hair tangled by the wind, hands trembling so violently that the gun barrel jerked up and down. She kept a finger on the trigger. "But—" Rachel waved a hand, indicating both Joanna and McClure. "This is bizarre."
"I just want him to leave."
Joanna fainted with the shotgun. McClure took a quick step back into empty air. Arms flailing, fighting for balance, he dropped his briefcase and lurched backward down the steps. Rachel jumped onto the bottom step and caught his arm to break his fall. "Are you okay?"
"I'm fine, thank you."
McClure's face flushed crimson. He pulled his arm from Rachel's grasp, straightened his suit jacket, and snatched his briefcase from the steps.
"I came here to offer Joanna the deal of a lifetime, and I expected a civilized response. I got a gun in my face instead."
"Civilized?" Joanna cried. "After what you said to me? You threatened me." McClure snorted.
"Oh, Joanna, don't be so melodramatic."
"Threatened you how?" Rachel climbed the steps to stand beside Joanna.
"I did not threaten her," McClure said. "I simply pointed out he told me I'd be sorry if everybody else sells their land to Packard, and I'm the only holdout. The whole county will blame me if Packard backs out. He said they'll come after me. They'll make me pay one way or another. If that's not a threat, I don't know what is."
McClure shook his head, making his coxcomb of hair